story about heroism, and a story about innovation. During the 1930s, Germany was one of the most powerful countries in the world. Why? Because of innovation and information. Germany had developed the Enigma system. It was a way in which it could code all of its information and encrypt it, thereby making sure that no other country had access to this confidential information. This was extremely pivotal during World War II, when no one, especially the Allied forces, knew where or when Germany would strike. And it was during World War II that the British decided they would be the ones to crack the system. They would be the ones who would crack Enigma. The British created a small team of cryptanalysts, cryptographers, and mathematicians. And one such mathematician that stood out from amongst his peers was Alan Turing. Alan Turing and his team devised a machine that could not just decrypt all German information, but it could actually remember this information and remember how to decrypt. So the next time the Germans created a new program, the next time they created a new way to encrypt their information, the machine had an answer. And while we all know the story, and we all know that World War II was won by the Allied forces, a groundbreaking invention was formed. Alan Turing's machine and its ability to store this information and retain it and be able to use it again and again and again made it the start of artificial intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the birth of AI. Now, we no longer use AI to decrypt information during world wars, but we use it for multiple functions as well. We use it in businesses, and we also use it among us. Now, 77% of all businesses now use AI, and more are exploring this growing field. And we're exploring it too. We're using it to draw images, we're using it to gather information, we're using it to plan our day in a way which we never could. And while we see the multitude of functions that AI programs can give us, we can also get a glimpse of the drawbacks. Now, some theorize that the overuse of AI is actually making us too reliant on them. And that the more we use AI, the more we're actually taking a few steps back. Few steps back from where we started. Now, there are others who theorize that if used correctly, AI can transform us. It will not just help us gather information, but become better as individuals. Because key insights we can take from artificial intelligence and how it works can help us evolve. Now, the first concept we should take away from AI is continuously learning. Just as our AI is constantly updating its information, we should do. Now, something that happens is whenever we have a vision or a goal, we see the outcome, and we see the path, and we see the obstacles, but we don't take a full estimation into what it really is. And this causes us to either feel as if we know too little, or even worse, we know too much. Let me give you an example. Let's say one of you wants to be a programmer. One of you wants to learn how to code, develop applications. You might look at a few courses, you might read a few books, you might learn the languages that are involved and what each one can do. And then one day you decide you're finally ready to start coding. Now, the first obstacle is taking the first step. So easy to overcome, and just like that, your confidence increases. You feel as if you can do anything now. Now, the problem with this is, the more we progress, the harder these obstacles become. And while we can overcome them, it just becomes more challenging. Let's say your entire code was wrong. by some instance, and you have to rewrite it again. Maybe using the wrong language because you're getting the wrong kind of input. You're not getting the output that you want. Now when this happens, while we are trying to fix it, doubt starts creeping into us. We start feeling either we are not capable enough to dream this big, or we are capable, but external factors are pushing us down. And we start blaming it on others. We start blaming it on our family, on our friends, on anything, really. And while we wallow in self-pity, we stop progressing, and we just stop. We stop learning, we stop trying to find solutions, we just sit there, and we do nothing. And without even realizing it, we start taking a few steps back, and a couple more, and a couple more. And then we're back to where we started. Or before our first step, because we stopped learning. But AI does not do that. Even when we don't ask it questions, it is always learning. It is consistently updating its information. It is consistently shifting its paradigms to meet our questions and to give us the answers that we need. Which is what we need to learn from artificial intelligence. Always learn. Because the more you learn, the more you're able to apply all of this information. And when you can apply your information to the right situation, the world is yours. Now, the second thing we should learn from AI is the power of flexibility. AI is not one single program. It is a classification for several different programs that use machine learning. From ChatGPT to Blackbox to Google Cloud AI, artificial intelligence can be used for many different programs to meet the many different questions. And what we see here is that no matter the situation, artificial intelligence is required to adapt its situation and learn from it. Which is what we can do too. We do it on a minute level, but we have so much potential, and we have so much we can learn from AI and from the power of flexibility. Now, the third takeaway is resilience. AI is faced with a billion questions that we ask, and it gives out a billion answers. Why? Because no matter the question, no matter what we ask, AI will find an answer. And we've done it too. Human beings are one of the most resilient species on planet Earth. We have survived tundras, we have survived mountains, we have survived deserts. And we have not just survived, we have thrived. We have created communities, we have created civilizations. Because our ability to adapt our situation was inherent to us. Nowadays, it seems as if we've lost this ability, but we haven't. It's just dormant. And AI can teach us this again. AI can help us relearn how to be resilient. So no matter what the situation is, no matter what the challenge is, you must always strive. Look towards the outcome. The way may not always matter. But so long as you are striving towards your goal, so long as you are striving towards your challenge, you are always growing and you are always adapting. And the last thing that I want us to take away is collaboration. When we look at AI, we see a single program where we ask a single question and it gives us a single answer. But within this single answer, it took hundreds of thousands of lines of code to write. And this one program was created by a group of dedicated individuals, all with their own skill set. Now, look around you. None of us are the same as each other. We all have different physical attributes and different internal attributes. We all come from different communities, different countries. We all have different cultures, different mindsets, different perceptions of how the world works. And it's because of these qualities that we have our strengths and we have our weaknesses. And when we collaborate together and we're able to incorporate our strengths as a team, there is no stopping us. What's happened now is that we feel that if an individual is not able to achieve a goal, if we cannot achieve our dreams on our own, we're weak. But it's not because you're weak. It's because you dream big, but you need help. And it's okay to ask for help. Human beings were built to work together. We were not built to work on one task alone, but on a collection of tasks together. So that's what we can learn from artificial intelligence. If you dream big enough, you will need more people, and that is okay. Because when we work together, our dreams are limitless. Now, as we conclude, I would like to offer you a challenge. AI is an extremely beneficial tool, and we've seen it. And this is just the beginning. It is set to develop into more advanced programs. But are we going to use AI as a tool to become subservient? Are we going to use it to be subjected? Are we going to use it to become weak and reliant on this program? Or are we going to use it to develop? Are we going to use it to advance? Or are we going to use it to evolve? Thank you.